We're going to get CMI started, so if you guys, it's up and running, you guys should be able to log in now. The meeting is starting at 7:15. Yes, please.
In the meeting.
Is everybody in?
Yeah, I'm in, I guess.
It looks like you are.
You're in, everybody's in.
Okay, good. All right, let's get this moving. Okay. Okay, call to order. Already done that. Invitation to address the Board of Trustees on closed session items only. No takers. Do we need to adjourn a closed session?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. No reconvening. The revision, adoption, ordering of the agenda. This is the time to make your changes. Any changes? Okay, do I have a motion then?
So moved.
Okay, that's Ed and Jose?
I second.
Second, okay. Okay, vote now, please. Okay. Introduction of promoted and or new employees.
None tonight.
Okay. Now the principal's update.
Mr. Rhodes.
So happy to be here. Do I have to talk into this thing? Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Good evening, board members and esteemed cabinet. I'm happy to be here because I've not been here for, I think, the last 1 or 2 because of my health issues. I was having surgery on the last one, and I think I was having surgery on the one before that. But I'm really happy to be here. So thank you for allowing me to be here.
Welcome
Thank you.
back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Also, I want to make sure I say it in a public forum. Thanks to all of you who offer words of support and encouragement. Some of you even wag your finger at me, and some of you kind of convince, cajole, or whatever. But and the bottom line is I've never felt more supported by people that I've worked with in such a short period of time in my life. So I really want to thank you for that. It's very refreshing for me. Couple things, and it'll only take me about an hour or so. Just kidding. As you guys know or may remember, we have WASC coming up as well. They arrive on the 8th, and they'll be here through the 11th. The official visits tonight through the 11th. Of course, I welcome all of you. Some of you will be there no matter what, but I welcome all of you. I welcome all of you to welcome the committee, the visiting committee. I've been on many, and I will tell you it's a great experience. It's a great way to grow and develop as a school leader and just as an educator. It's a great experience. So that's WASC. That's the first and most important thing on my mind. Our enrollment update, I'm going to give you that real quick, then I'm going to come back to it later. But we're pretty consistent throughout the grades, the genders. We're pretty consistent. We're about 970, and that's traditionally been the number. So that remains unchanged. I am leaving for a conference on Saturday. I'm going to AXIMUS, the Association of Military Schools and Colleges in the United States. I'm going to Washington, D.C., if I can get a flight. We'll see, because I think it's still snowed in. But nonetheless, I'll be there Sunday through Wednesday, interacting with other schools, both public, private, colleges, the whole 9 yards. So it's going to be a unique experience for me because I've not done this one yet, and I'm looking forward to it. I have to present. I had to send in some best practices, and I sent in the one-to-one devices because I think it's good stuff. So I sent that in as a best practice and already received some feedback from that. Just recently on Friday, had our monthly coffee with the principal. Those are some things, one of the things that I've done since my arrival. I think it's very well received. We get the gatherings get bigger and bigger. I always make sure to have my community liaison person with me because I'm not fluent in Spanish yet, but I will be. and it's going well. Folks bring issues to me, and we discuss things, and it's really been quite refreshing for me. In addition, recently we recognized, and if you've not liked my Facebook page, our Facebook page, you must go to the Facebook page and like it. Please do that, because everything I'm telling you is on Facebook. We're in the 21st century. It's all on Facebook. But we recently did a couple of events. We did a couple of things. Recently, we did a Best Foot Forward thing at Formation, where we recognize kids who aren't necessarily academic studs or studettes necessarily, but they've done great things in the classroom that are indicative of some kind of recognition, and therefore we're giving them that recognition. Another thing that's happened since my arrival, we have a lot of parents now, because I want them to come, because I put it on Facebook and I put it on the marquee, and I send home phone messages and emails, and I'm inviting people to come and feel more comfortable at the school, because as you know, that's a big bridge. That gap needs to be bridged. And so that's going quite well. Then we also had last week an ice cream social for kids that were on the assistant principal or assistant commandant's list. And the commandant's list is something I stole from a school I was at several years ago, and I don't mind admitting it. Kids love it. Parents come, they scoop ice cream in a cup. They get sprinkles and caramel and chocolate, and they get a certificate, and it's beautiful. And they love it. And then the kids, and I always do it so that the other kids see it. So, like, instead of it being during the lunch period, I make sure it's like 5th period or 4th period, so the other kids go, hey, man, how'd you get that ice cream? So I was on the honor roll. So it's a beautiful thing.
Where the cabinet was kind of hoping that maybe we'd be invited.
Oh,
to this
sorry.
meeting.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure of that.
And the governing board, and
Yes, yes, sir.
Tanya can really turn a mean scoop of ice cream.
Okay. Well, it's a lot of fun, and it's a very, very spirited event. We invite the parents again to come out. They take pictures with the students in the formation. Then we invite them into the NPR, and we make a big deal of it, because we should. Our military ball is not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 28th. I would welcome all of you, if you're interested and you've never been to one, to do what I call a drive-by, if nothing else. Just pop in and see what they look like. I've been to about 37 of them. So, but it's a very refreshing event. So kids will be all in their dressed up and doing their thing. We recently, I think it went through today, we just hired an English teacher because we had one leave. So we were able to do that. A veteran teacher who was in the district for many, many years, which I'm very happy about. Our library clerk position, we flew it, we interviewed, we had some issues with background checks, and so bottom line is we had to refly it, and we are now looking actively for a library clerk. We also recently made a transition from our senior military advisor left and went on to another school, and so we had a military advisor who was fully credentialed, who we transitioned to the senior military advisor spot. And then again, we recently had open enrollment, and we had a legacy. I'm not sure if you're familiar with what that is, but I can explain to you if you'd like. It's students who have siblings at CMI. They get priority registration. We just went through that process. That went really well. There's a heck of a following. Let me just put it to you that way. There's a pretty interesting following. So that went well. And then I've been working with Ms. Raines and some other folks on some things that have to do with charter school funding, and we're trying to work through some issues there, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to bring to you some better news in regard to some of the things that we want to do at the site. In addition, we have a CIF basketball game tomorrow night at Pentecostal. Please come and support my girls. Yes. So please show up, because I know I'll be there, and I'm hoping I can see, even if it's just a drive-by, the kids would love it. So I didn't check the schedule. He texted me and said it's on for tomorrow. He may have texted me again, but 7. And I'll do an update. It's on Facebook as well. Sorry. That's what kids do. They go to Facebook. So I'm not a Facebook guy, for the record, but for school, it works. And then also, I've been there long enough now. One of the things that I remember doing before my arrival there was looking very seriously at the disparity in AYP, API, and other measures, and then looking at AP data, SAT pass rates, and going, something is amiss. So I'm at a point now where we're having those conversations because something is amiss, and we're going to figure it out here in short order. And it's all about looking at data and looking at what we're doing and how that aligns with what we're trying to get them to demonstrate. And so that's one of the endeavors that we are embarking upon now, because there is a pretty interesting disparity in that data. And that's one of the things I want to attack, and I want to do that quick. Lastly, and again, I know you guys know about my situation. I will probably not be at the next board meeting. I might get lucky, you never know. But and I'll come to work as soon as I can, as long as Mr. Schwartz doesn't escort me off campus. I'll work until my fingers bleed. Yes, sir. But I start my treatment as soon as it'll probably be a couple of weeks, and then I'll be down for approximately 90 days. 60 days hard and 30 days of kind of gaining weight and becoming a human being again, growing my hair. I'll look like you, sir. I'm going to look just like you. Well, I'm going to look just like you. So anyway, again, I appreciate all your support. Are there any questions from the cabinet or the board members for me as the principal of the California Military Institute? Nice. Thank you. Nice. Thank you. I'll take care of that. Thank you. No questions? That was it? You're not going to beat me up? Wow. That was easy. Sir, nothing? Okay, I'm going to sit down and shut up then. I'm going to be the good Marine and sit down.
I'm looking for CMI's opponent here in the first round. I went to the CIF Southern Section website.
I think it's Newview Bridge.
Wow, that's a...
That's like the rivals.
Is it boys or girls?
It's girls.
Girl. Okay, I was looking at their boys. Okay, I'll do that later. Okay. Don't want to take up too much time. Okay, invitation to address the Board of Trustees. Nobody? All right. Consent calendar. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right. Any questions? Nope. Okay, please vote. All right. Other items by the superintendent?
None.
Okay, good answer. Other items by the Board of Trustees on CMI? No. Okay, I'll get answers there. All right. Adjournment. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Please vote. Okay, we are adjourned at 7:29. Thank you all.
Thank you, governing board. Interesting afternoon and evening together. The good news is it is over at 7:30. Thank you for your leadership.
He does such a good job. I think he ought to continue year after year after year.
Yeah.